Alright guys, it's Josh. I'm here at the Quick Speed Shop. We're back for another exciting, enthralling video, and I've got a problem. See it? It's back there. That Model A coupe right there needs to come out. It's been in there for almost a year, and it needs to get inspected, and it needs to be driven in the month of August here, because in August 22nd to the 24th is the Wheels of Time show in Macungie, Pennsylvania. And I've never been there, but I've been watching Iron Trap Garage, and Matt and Mike have a booth set up there, and they speak highly of the show. And I haven't done too much traveling. I haven't done any cruise nights this whole year because I've been too busy. So Ted and I are going on the road. We're taking the Model A coupe back here, and we're going to take it down to Macungie. Iron Traps have their tent set up, and they're trying to do like traditional cars around the area, so I figured I'd bring this car down. Hasn't been seen. I've never taken it out of state. Let me think about this. It's been to Buffalo to a couple shows and stuff. It's never been far away. It's never been to the Jalopy Showdown. It's never been to Wheels of Time or anything far away. And it'll fit the part in there by the traditional cars. It's my 31 coupe. Not original paint, but a respray probably back in the 50s. It's got wicked awesome patina. All crackled up old lacquer. It was a pile of junk that I put together, and it was a sport coupe. Now it's a steel top car. It's got everything on the outside of the car is pre-1948. Everything. The only thing that's new on the car, newer, is it's got a 4-cylinder Mustang engine, a 2.3 liter, and it's got a T5, and it's got a minivan seat. Everything else is completely pre-1948. With the hood down, it looks like it rolled out of 1948. So I need to get it out of here and start monkeying around with it. Here's the problem. Full of junk, piled of junk, piled of junk. And then we've got the Charger Daytona project, completely piled of junk and around it, ahead of it. So now what am I going to do? Well, of course I wasted the whole day monkeying around with other stuff, so now I need to figure out how to get this car outside. We're going to open the garage and move all the junk around it. Hopefully I can roll it outside just like this, covered with junk. And I'm going to bring the coupe out, unbury that, and then the Daytona is going to go back in a hole, and I've got to devise some kind of way where I can get around it and still get in the shop. And then rebury this car with all the stuff that's buried on top of that car and make a hole. So, great. Alright, I moved a couple of things off the car and around the car, the Daytona project here, and I think I can roll it on outside. This car rolls super easy. It's got baby little 14-inch tires on it, but it rolls super nice. There's no brake drums on it to drag or nothing. Well, there isn't. Is there on the front brake drums? Let me look. There is, but I bet there's no brake hardware in them. So, because they roll super nice for such a big car. I say big, it's like mid-size, but whoop. Boom. A pile of junk. Nice. So now what do we got here? Oh, I forgot I got all the steel to fix my enclosed trailers laying down here. Bummer. But luckily the Model A coupe is tall enough, it'll ride right over all this and I can park on top of it. I got my new gallon of paint for the other gallon of paint for my truck. I got a whole bunch of C10 parts. Ooh, a 58 Plymouth taillight. And 41 Chevy lights, all kinds of stuff here. Alright, I got to put together another bin. Wait a minute, what are these rubbers? Oh, check this out. These are like Anson style pedal pads for like Anson. Probably they fit regular GM cars. Here's a stick-on Ford aftermarket, like World Products or something from back in the day. Brake pad. I got a bunch of stuff at a swap meet. I just been piling junk in and around all these cars, and obviously it's a disaster. This deal here on the ground, this is a 1957 unit for setting the toe for alignment. and you drive up on it here, and you put the tires on here, and the tires go back and forth, and there's an indicator gauge. It's got a 57 Plymouth, I'm sorry, 57 DeSoto on the cover of the manual, which is super cool. But we don't need that right now, so that could just ride up under the car too. I think the car should straddle all this, and I'll suck it over this way. But I just got to pick all this crap up here. And then I got a couple of loose things underneath the car. The radiator, let you guys come in for a look here. Hold on. The radiator and stuff on top of the car is for the C10 project. I got the glass for the doors. I got the glove box. Got a Harley going by. I got brand new back tires for the coupe, but we're not going to put on for this trip, but it needs back tires. I'll show you that in a little bit. I got new tires on there, a bunch of other crap for the truck inside the car. But we're almost ready to roll this guy out, and we'll fire it up outside. Well, at least we'll push it out of the way first, and then we'll get the Daytona back in here, wadded into this hole, and then I can reorganize and bury that with miscellaneous garbage, and then the coupe will be at the door so I can use it and get it in and out. It just kind of laid out this way. I got the Daytona project, and this car was already parked in here, so Daytona just kind of like became a hoarded disaster ahead of it. But it is what it is. All right, for anybody that's maybe missed it on the channel, and you're like, wait a minute, what Dodge Daytona? This is my Dodge Daytona project that I've been slowly collecting parts for. You'll see it's covered with sheet metal, and inside and out, it's got about, I don't know, $9,000 worth of AMD sheet metal in here, floors, rails, inner things. Or I bought doors. I got quarters down the pole barn. I went a couple videos ago, got the complete Janik Daytona kit for it, with fenders, hood, nose, wing, the whole 9 yards. But this car is a 1969 Dodge, I'm sorry, not Dodge, it's a Plymouth GTX. And RS23 here. And what I'm going to do is reskin the entire car, because as you can see, most of the car is missing. So we're going to reskin the entire car as a Charger and then turn it into a Daytona. So I've been slowly collecting parts. Like I said, I've got door panel toppers here, and I've actually got door panels now that are under the hood. I've been piecing the dash back together. I got a radio in it, and actually an AM/FM radio, which was a good score on eBay. It's got a non-rally dash in it because it's a GTX frame car. So it's got an AC non-rally dash. That's going to be the only difference between this and the Charger Daytona is it's not going to have the rally dash in it, just because I can't afford to put one together right now. But this will all be there. I'm going to put the 69 Dodge wheel in it out of my Cornet parts car. It is here, slowly collecting parts. I have a 440 for it. I got a 75 440 out of a cop car HP 440 that I'm going to get rebuilt to 69 specs. And it's going to be, originally I was going to do it B5 blue, but now it's going to be Hemi orange. And it's got new front rails and floors with some of the worst welding I've ever seen in my life. Here's some examples of it. And the floors are horrendous. I'm going to have to re-weld most of it. The torsion bar mount is just zip screwed in. It's not even welded. I got to fix that. I got to fix the rocker on the side. It's going to get new door jams and everything, because the doors are different. And this car was hit on the side. You can see the filler in it there. And it's actually got two quarter panels, one on top of the other here. So somebody did a fix back in the day with it. Oops, everything's falling apart. I just kind of got the whole thing laid together. But anyways, we got taillights, filler necks, rockers, tail pan. I got all the sheet metal to turn it into a Daytona or a Charger now. So it is going to be a monumental project. I'm going to have to build a frame jig for it and get it up on a jig, and then do the rear rails are rotted. It's got an 8 3/4 in it with a supposedly 294 sure grip. I haven't verified it yet, but when I bought it, that's what they said it had. Not the original rear end to the car, but it is a B-body rear end. And it's got Magnum 500s on it, but it is, it's rough to say the least, but we are going to make it happen. Most of your Chargers, Daytonas, Super Bs, all that end up looking like this during the restoration process anyways. If you don't do it yourself, the shop pretty much cuts them down to things like this and then starts over anyways, AMD sheet metal. So not a big deal. Look at this. Somebody put a half a rocker on this side. Horrendous. I've got a full driver's side rocker. Inner wheelhouses, outer wheelhouses. The roof is good, luckily. They even butchered this structure back here. The whole thing's a mess, but we're going to fixture it up, rejig it all, basically reskin the entire car as a Charger, and then turn it into a Daytona. But for now, that's about another 6-7 months from now we're going to start that. So I've got to get my coupe out. I've unburied it enough where I think we can fire it up probably. If it'll start, she'll start. You need these. So hopefully it'll start. Oh shoot, I didn't clean the inside out. Well, let me get the crap out of the interior, and then we'll climb on in it. We'll try it out and see if it runs. It should. Okay, let's try it. I got enough junk moved out of the way, so I think we can fire it up. I drove this car a bunch last year, I think, to work and stuff, but I haven't, like I said, it's been buried in here. Where's the key? It's over here. It's been buried in here. The engine's tired. Ooh, the battery, I think, is dead. Let's try it. Whoa, the clutch is stuck. That's not good. Huh. How did the clutch get stuck? Hmm. Come on, baby. Well, the clutch being stuck isn't very good. Sounds like a Honda. It's charging. It's got like just under 20 pounds of oil pressure. Its engine's tired. There he goes, like 30 pounds. I don't know why the clutch is... Let's try to start it in gear, see if he'll break free. Whoa. Man, that's not good at all. Never had the clutch stick to it. Must be rusty. A little bit of moisture must have leaked on it or something. I'm gonna push the car outside, and then we're gonna have to like try to start it in gear, I guess, and rock it around. Complete bummer, bro. I don't understand why. It's not good to let cars sit. Not good to let them sit. Let's try to start it like in second gear. So let me look at the clutch pedal real fast, make sure it didn't come disconnected or anything. It shouldn't have, it's just got to be stuck to the... Of course I can't see anything. It's hooked up. The alternator is, belt is super loose. That moved. Now, one thing at a time, we gotta get the clutch freed up. So let's try start it like in second gear or something and see if that'll break it free. Here we go. Man, that thing is welded right to the thing is pressure plate. Freaking clutch is welded right together. Why won't it break free? Ooh, it might have just popped. Nope. Man, this thing is stuck like glue. I don't know why it won't break free. Man, it's stuck. It won't let go. Look at the reverse air pressure on the hood. It's sucking the rag forward. Yeah, this thing will not let go. Will not let go. This is very disconcerting. It should let go. Definitely can't drive it like this. This thing is welded right to the freaking welded to the flywheel. Now let's bring it up here and I don't know why it's being so freaking stupid. You know, this like this. What? Like I'm gonna have to get in here. I don't know if it, well, leaking oil when it done it. It must have got moisture on it somehow and then rusted it. You would think the thing would want to let go at some point. All right, I got it. I slammed the clutch up and down 50 times with my foot, and then I went and I started it up in third gear, and it made a horrendous bang, and then the clutch was free. So I just took a trip around the block. She works good now. And you can see why I need new tires on the back. I've got these old, like truck, well, they're not old, they're from Coker, but truck knobbies, and they're super, super soft. These got about 8,000 miles on them, and they're just about worn right out to nothing. So I just got some new Firestones that match the front. I got put on the back. I bought these at Hershey last year, and I believe they are 716s instead of 650 16s. I can't remember. Where's the size? Anyways, I'm pretty sure there's 716s I bought, so put a little bit bigger tire on the back, which would be cool. These are original Firestones I put on the front originally. 616s are at about half life. These tires are super soft. They ride good and stuff, but they're just like super soft. They wear out. Most people that are putting these tires on their cars are for, you know, show cars that don't get driven at all. This car's got probably at least 8,000 miles on it. The odometer broke, and I put a new one in it and showing 7,100 on the new speedometer, and it had 1,000 on the old one plus, so it's probably closer to 9,000 miles that I put on this car. So it is, the tires, you know, they don't last like new car tires, but I'm going to clean the rest of it out. Oh, here's my tubes for my tires. There we go, tubes, and clean it out here, but I'm going to, in the next couple of days, I'm going to go through the car, check all the tire pressures, check all the fluids and stuff, and then we're taking this down to Macungie. Like I said, we're gonna be the show car guys. Ted's a wimp and doesn't want to ride in this car 5 hours to Macungie. I don't know why. I would drive it, but it is super tired. Speed limit is like 70 part of the way, and this car is good for about 65. Then it really starts to work hard to go 70. So I drive around here all the time, drive it to work, it's fine, 55 miles an hour, but 70, 75 is pushing it. You're like trying to put a sheet of plywood through the wind, and bias ply tires, 39 Ford brakes, like worn out engine, not really meant for 75 miles an hour. So we are going to take it down on a trailer queen it down to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where I got the hotel. And then we'll just drive it to Macungie. We're going to drive it to Boyertown. We're going to go to the Boyertown Museum. I'm going to try maybe get a trip out of Matt to go check out the shop at Iron Trap. We'll see. I'm sure they're busy that whole weekend, so that might not work out. But we'll at least we'll take it there down there behind Project Green Machine on the trailer, and then we'll just drive it locally down there. I got plans for this car. What I want to do is update the look. Right now I've got like a 1948-ish look, 47, 48. All the parts on the outside of it are pre-48. And what I want to do is update it about 10 years. I think I want to channel the car, probably at least 4 inches, maybe 5. Put probably decent channel on it. I want to switch to a 34 pickup grill shell instead of the Model A grill shell, which will allow me a little bit more room, and I can drop it over the frame and hide a smaller radiator, a short radiator with a channel behind the 34 pickup grill, just like my Model A hot rod shop truck. I did the same thing. They're thicker than a 32 grill, like here, so you can extend the radiator like an inch and get some room under the hood. I want to get rid of that junk 4-cylinder Mustang motor. I want to keep the T5, or I have an SRD Ford 4-speed where the fourth gear is overdrive with a flathead conversion that I could also put in it. But I like the T5, it works good. It's a Mustang T5 with a steep first gear. It's a 4-cylinder one, obviously. So it's got the 403 first gear, which is really nice for getting out of the hole. But I want to update this and put a V8 in it. I want to put a flathead in it, a 59AB. I have one. Actually, the one that's in this, what do you call it here? This Kara Wilson unit back here. This is, I think it's a 59A motor, but it's 24 stud. It's got truck heads on it. They use truck water pumps, truck heads, the 81T heads, truck heads. This did run, and then it broke the governor and it put it through the radiator. So the guy I got all these engines from, I got 3 of these Kara Wilson units here. I'm going to use this one for my parts, but I might use it for a run stand. But anyways, I almost positive this is a good engine. It should have like no miles on it, and it was stored pretty much indoors. So I'm thinking about getting that running. But I also have another 59AB, which is it up here? It's down, oh, right there. That's out of my buddy Chad's 48 Ford. That's a good running engine. It's a little tired, but actually, I'll probably put that blue engine in there and put that in the car. Like I said, channel it and put a flathead in it. I think it'd be super cool. I want to have a flathead car. I'm struggling my 37. This one would be 12 volts right off the bat, and it would work good. And with overdrive, I could still drive it and get decent mileage with the flathead. And it's got a 378 rear end gear, I think I put in it. So it would be, even with a stock Ford transmission, it would be fine for cruising around. But I want to flathead it, chop it, or channel it, leave it unchopped, update it into like the 50s, like make it like a 50s like beater hot rod out of it. I think it'd be a lot more fun and a lot more cool factor with a flathead. It would sound a lot better. It's a shame because the car drives so great now. It gets 23 miles to the gallon, if you can believe that, with a 4-cylinder and a 5-speed, even being shaped like a brick and running bias ply tires and like old technology. It gets 23 miles a gallon, which is really nice for commuting. But the 4-cylinder is like whipped. It's the second one I've had in it. Both of I put in it had problems. They're junkyard engines I bought, and they're both whipped. And there's no cool factor with the overhead cam 80s Mustang motor. I basically built a Shay, without trying to build a Shay. But there's just no cool factor with the 4-cylinder engine. So we're going to heave-ho that, update the car about 10 years, channel it. The tires will be about that far from the top of the wheel wells. Channel it, change the grill, leave all the paint like it is. Probably the same wheels, or I might switch to chrome reverse wheels, but I like the wide 5s. So probably the same wheels as channel the car over the frame. I'm going to have to redo some things, probably redo the fuel tank and a couple other things like that, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal to do it. I've got most of the parts. I'll put aluminum radiator in it, flathead radiator, which I already have, a channeled car 32 radiator. It'll run cool. It'll work great. It'll be super awesome being channeled that far to the ground. So that'll be cool, make it into a cool hot rod. But messing around that clutch, the sun's going down. Let's push this Daytona project into the new storage hole here and see if it'll go. I'm sure that we can wad it in somehow. I need this stuff under that car because it's leaking. It's a leaker. I'll stand back here in forever. I got a 351 Windsor. I got a LS LM4 right there, all aluminum, Model A Ford. Here's my Poly 318 motor. It's probably going to go in my 57 Plymouth stock car right there. This A motor, whole pile of flathead radiators, Studebaker fenders, all kinds of stuff in here. Stuff I forgot about that I even had. Oh, the 360 out of the parts Dodge truck, which I cut up to 75. That's a runner, but the manifold, it smokes, but that's a decent runner. It's got a 727 behind it, which may or may not be good. Oh, you know what? I'm looking for one of these. Is this this is the gas pedal for a C10. It's like the 71 and up style. But I need a gas pedal with a foot thing on it, and this has the foot thing on it. Is this for the C10? No, this is not. It's 2 bolts. What the heck did this come out of? Huh. Anyways, there's a set of flathead manifolds. Where do those go to? I don't know. Too much stuff. Oh, here's the grill shell I was talking about. Here's the 34 pickup grill shell. Bought this at Hershey. It's got the right patina to match the car, so it's going to be mint. And we'll throw that guy in there. So it'll be awesome. Anyway, sun's going down. Let's get this car in here. By the way, when this car is Daytona, it will not fit in the garage with 2 cars in here. So this car, when it's done, is not going to live up here because it is way too long. Eventually, I'm going to bug Wildfire lifts. I'm going to get a double stacker. Hopefully they can do me a deal maybe once the channel ever takes off. Maybe at 2,000 videos it'll take off. I don't know, but I would like a Wildfire double stacker lift like Derek's got. A vice grip to stack my cars up double wide. I can't see what's going on that side. I don't hear any big crashes. How's this going to work? Man, this makes it really inconvenient to get in my shop now. Dang it. Very inconvenient. Cut it all the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Perfect. Get in there. Oop, I'm hitting something. Straighten the wheels out. Man, these manual Mopar steering boxes steer like butter. What am I hitting? Oh, hold on a minute. Man, that's tight like a tiger. But I can clean this out. I can... Whew. Man, I don't get any tighter than that. That's, it is what it is. Unfortunately, all the steel now is a tripping hazard. But, this is going to get under my trailer very soon. Actually, I can slide all the steel under the car. Like it was. That's what we'll do. We'll slide the steel under the car. And get it right out of the way. And then I'll clean up this mess. Or we can put all the steel over here along the way. And then we're just going to have to clean up this path. It's not... it's tighter than it was. But if I clean up this path and move this steel, the coupe should fit in here because we're in the same hole that we were in before. And I had a walking path. So even if the coupe is like here, as long as I got a 2-foot walking path to get in and out, and I can stack stuff here. That's right, hoard it right on out. Alright, I'm going to pick all the steel up. I'm going to get the coupe back in here as it's going dark and I'm getting flies and bugs in here. Clean up all this crap, re-hoard. Hoard this car back into the hole. All this stuff I got in here has got to go back in here. Alright, well I got the coupe pulled in here. And I was able to back the steel up just a little bit, so I do have a walking path around here. I forgot, I used to park this car like this in the front all the time because I had my 37 Ford wadded back in there, which is shorter than that car. But I forgot, it's nice to have all this walking space on this side. But the Daytona GTX clone project pile of junk is re-hoarded into its hole. And I can walk around it here, then I can walk around it here, and I can... get back into the shop. It's tight like a tiger and kind of like buried back there now, but yeah. Oh, look, I can get in the driver's door now. Uh-oh. Why did I do that? Made a big disaster. Anyways, what was that? Anyways, check that out. Now I can open the driver's door and look at things. I can sit in if I want to. And I put a lot of stuff in there. Check out that awesome instrument cluster coming together, all original parts. I'm doing the interior out of all original parts. That could be interiors or out. Anyways, it's good. So, car fits good. The clutch is good now. I'm going to start driving this thing. Get some gas for it. And check all the tire pressures and stuff, brakes, go through it, get it all ready to go. But I'm going to start driving it to work for a couple days to get it broken in. When we take it to Macungie, it's only got to do like a 35, 40-minute round trips, which is about when I drive it to work. I drive it about 30 miles one way to work, so it'll be fine for down there, and I'll get the rest of it cleaned out and clean it up good, and should have no problem getting it down to Pennsylvania. And the roof that's probably just dust. Hopefully it's not blue overspray. I think it's just dust because I had everything sitting up on the roof there. But it should be good to go, and I got to go get it inspected this week. That'll be coming up, and I don't know. You're looking at it. Old Hot Rod Model A coupe, back in action. Was a little nervous about that clutch, but she's good to go now. Just the trials and tribulations you got to go to when you got too many projects and everything's a hoarded disaster mess. And still got that one in there. We're working on that. About ready to make some moves on there, get the rest of that buttoned up, and then I'm going to do the body work on the doors and the fenders, get the front end painted. Let's go in the shop. Oh, I had some parts show up too. I might as well segue. I had my brake parts show up I ordered. I got the rubbers out. I made the appointment with the glass guy who's coming at some point. I got this brand new CPP proportioning valve and bracket that hangs on here, so I'm going to get that on probably in the next video. And go from there. The interior is looking good. I just put the LED lights in the instrument cluster. I can put the speedometer cable through, the firewall. I pulled all the harness and stuff off the parts truck last time in the video, so I can run all the wiring harnesses down through there, get them all hanging. I might leave the firewall harness off until I get the core support and the engine and stuff mounted. And I was looking, this is just for a video tip for you guys. I didn't realize it, but I just happened to look up info on these trucks dealing with the clutch and stuff. The V8 trucks, which this is, there is 3 sets of bolt holes in the frame. These are the V8 mounts. They mount in the forward 2 holes out of the 3. And if you have the 6-cylinder, like I got the frame outside, these brackets mount to the back 2 holes, and this lower bolt bolts down here because the 6-cylinder is longer. There's no transmission cross member in this right now, but the 6-cylinder transmission mount to the bell housing, I'm talking standard transmissions now, is different location. You see, you set a bunch of holes here, is I think farther back on the 6-cylinder. And so I am going to bolt the V8 engine in the correct location here, and I'm going to make a cross member or get like an automatic, I guess cross member will work, and bolt it to the frame in the back down there where the automatic like Turbo 350 transmission mount would be, and set it up. We got our factory clutch bracket on the frame, so that's good. This truck must have been a small block 3 on the tree truck, or yeah, it must have been. It had no engine in it, obviously, when I got it, but I can see the mounts are forward location, so it must have been small block and then 3 on the tree, I would guess. But anyways, there are differences, which I didn't realize just till like looking at it here, but I'm going to go get that down. Well, I've looked in my 1940 Mercury. I crawled under the car and I verified that the transmission in that car is indeed a Super T10. Out of, I think my buddy Tom, when he built it, said the engine came out of like a 76 or 7 Corvette. So it would check out having the Super T10 in it, which is a stout transmission. I mean, you can break them by doing neutral drops and being really stupid with them, but they're kind of like Richmond bought them out and made the Richmond 4-speeds after that. But the Super T10 is the beefiest of the lighter duty 4-speeds I think you're going to get factory. So I just ordered a flywheel from Summit Racing, 400 small block externally balanced flywheel. I have a truck aluminum bell housing that fits an 11-inch clutch. So I'm going to bolt all that to the 400. Probably put 11-inch truck clutch on the T10 if I can get one. I should be able to, I would imagine, the Super T10. And I'll have to figure out a drive shaft, but I'll pull the transmission out of the Mercury, and that's going to force me to put the Power Glide in that car sooner rather than later. I'll probably get it fired up and go and get that car inspected and then pull the transmission out. So we'll be working on that later in the fall, but I at least can pull the transmission out of it and get it up here ready to go. So we'll be able to jam the drivetrain into this while we're doing the body work, and then we can hang the whole front end and put it all back together. So hopefully it should come together, little quicker here. I've got to, as soon as I get the rest of these parts transferred over, I'm going to send the truck down to the pole barn, and I'm going to bring the yellow 37 Buick up, and we're going to pull the engine out of that. And then I got in the plastic bag the crate 350 that I bought for that, so we can get that guy into the Buick, get that going, get that back on the road. And then in the meantime, I can be moving in and out. I can work on the body work of the doors and the fenders, get them painted right here before probably at the end of the summer. And then we put the doors on. We'll have the fenders ready to go, put the engine and transmission in, get the inner fenders going, put it all back together, core support, hang the fenders, get them mounted up. I'll probably won't have the hood painted, but we'll be able to have most of the truck functional in the front end. Have the glass in it. I got to work on, I'll do the Herculiner in the floor, drag the seat out, the gas tank, get them mounted up in. The seat, I'm just going to temporarily put a blanket or something on it because I can't afford the seat cover for it right now. And then we can just on the back. We still need to lower the truck, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. We could probably work on that too. And then put the box together and have ourselves a C10 truck finally after like a year, almost a year and a half of monkeying around. This thing turned into a full-blown, full frame-off restoration of like not one but two trucks, because I started with one and I ended up with this one, and it's too much. So let's get her done and get on to even bigger projects. What am I doing? Anyways, I gotta go. It's late. Gotta go to work. I gotta work 12-hour days again this week, so is what it is, but we'll see you guys next time. Maybe you're running around in the Model A coupe. Come down to Macungie. Check out the Wheels of Time show at the end of the month. We'll be down there, and we'll see you next time at the Quick Speed Shop.